What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are starting a series on making a game like Blade Ball in Roblox Studio. I've put a little twist on it. It's baseball themed. I called it Killer Baseball. It's pretty solid for a start. I've been working on it for about an hour and a half. So yeah, it's a good starting point. So let me just show y'all what I've done. So there isn't too much for the setup. I got all this stuff off the marketplace. I didn't model anything. If this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, I am not a modeler. I am a programmer, so I don't enjoy modeling and I'm not good at it. So I just went over here and I don't even remember what I typed. I think I just typed in octagon, and yeah, I just grabbed one of these. I've added in spawn points on each side of the octagon and added a ball reset. So that's important. I like to put all my stuff in an environment folder. So I put all my spawns in there, and I put the platform in there, and I put the ball reset in there. What else we got? We got a starter character. So I went the route of just making a starter character. It was just the path of least resistance for me. Can I zoom in? For real? Why can I not zoom in? There we go. So here's our guy. I made him look like a bee because we are the hive. Bees, hive. Yeah, whatever. And the important part, though, part that you need to do is you need to add a part. You need to add a part. Let me turn the transparency down. What is up with my zoom in right now, bro? There we go. Yeah, so you need to add a part. Make it whatever size you want. Obviously, the bigger you make it, the more forgiving it'll be. I did, I think 30. Yeah, 30 by 30. Transparency doesn't matter. Just get it how you like it and then turn it on 1. I'm going to leave it visible for right now. What else? Can collide needs to be turned off. Anchor needs to be turned off, and it needs to be massless. I don't know if it needs to be massless, but I made it massless just in case. I didn't want it to throw anything off. And yeah, you just attach that to your starter character and then drag your starter character to the starter player folder. And so that'll be our guy when we start. So if I just press play right now, we should be able to see the hitbox. Can't see it because we're like inside of it, but we can see the shadow, right? All right, so if I grab my baseball bat and I try to hit, I think the transparency will go away. Yeah, it did. And there's no other player for the ball to go to, so it just stops. That's actually good. I'm surprised it did that. I thought it would just keep trying to come after me. So yeah, that's how we got our guy set up. That's like the only thing I did to set my guy up. All right, and for the baseball bat, I just went and grabbed a baseball bat from the marketplace. Any one of these would do. It doesn't matter if it has scripts or not. We're just gonna delete it anyways. And I added my own script. I put it in the starter pack, the baseball bat, and let's look at the baseball bat script. So first we need a debounce, then we get the player, we get the hitbox, then we gotta set the hitbox to can touch is true. That's a trigger. Set the transparency to 0.5. And in the final game, it'll be completely invisible. We won't see any transparency, or it'll be completely transparent. Then we wait 0.5 seconds, and we're gonna add a variable for this. This is just for the delay. This is like how long is our hitbox active? How long can it be touched? Then we set can touch to false, make it invisible again, and debounce is false. And then I think here this is where we'll have to do a cooldown. I don't know though, that's why I put a comment. I haven't tested that part out yet. So yeah, we put this script obviously on the baseball bat and the starter pack. And so there's only one other script. It's definitely longer than I like scripts to be, but it'll do for now. So we got to choose new target function. So this was like probably the trickiest part, because you got to figure out a way to choose a new target that's different than the last target, right? Like you don't want the guy who blocked it, you don't want it to just retarget him. That was something that just kept happening to me, and it's something I had to fight through to get it working, but we did get it working. And here it is. First, we just get all the players and put them in a list. Then we go through each one of those players, and if it's the player that we passed in, then we just remove it from the players list. So it's actually not that complicated, really. It just took me a while to figure it out. And then down here, assuming that the players list is greater than 0, we set a new target. We create a new target variable, and it's just a random player from all the players in the player list that we just made. And then we just say current target equals new target. And I don't know why actually I'm returning something here. We may not need that. I don't know. I'll make a comment. May not need this. This is made in a blur, so I don't know what I was thinking exactly here, but I may have had a reason for it. Then we got our move to target function. This was also tricky because I'm so used to Unity and having an update function. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just never mind. I'm not really going to explain this too much other than it's actually really similar to the video I just posted about autonomous agents steering behaviors in Unity, specifically the seek behavior. So you pretty much just take the player's position and you minus the ball's position, and then that's the vector you need to apply for the ball's velocity. Sorry if that doesn't make sense, but that is what it is. That's how it works. We got another function for resetting the ball and choosing a new target, and this is a good example of kind of how to not make a function, because you really want a function to just have one responsibility. You don't want it to have two. So I really need to have choose new target be its own separate function, and then just call that function here. But we'll fix that in future videos. And then we got our ball touch event. We're connecting all of this logic inside of it, and we're saying if the ball touches a hitbox, then the ball's been blocked. We need to set is moving to false. That way it stops moving. It breaks this loop right here. And we need to set the ball's linear and the angular, mainly just the linear, but we also want to do the angular while we're at it. The velocity of it, this just completely stops the ball to where it's just not moving at all. And we need that for a split second, or else it's going to keep rolling towards the player who blocked it. And then they're going to die. And then they're going to get mad. And then they're going to quit your game. Choose a new target. After we stop the ball, we need to get a new target. And so now we call this function that we have up here, right there. And if we get a new target, then we want to move to the target. Else, if we do not hit a hitbox, if we hit a humanoid, if we hit a player, then we need to kill this player. And that's what this line does. We need to set the last target to be the player we just hit. Current target needs to be nil, and we need to reset the ball. This down here is just on the initial startup. We just want to wait 10 seconds before it picks a player. Really, I would like to do a little bit longer, just to give the server plenty of time for the players to connect. And really, we'll make this in the future to where it won't start unless there's at least 2 players who have connected. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos in this series.